So we got Queen Tofu in the background right now. It's another YouTuber streamer I follow. Um, Realistically, I can't emphasize that enough. Realistically, what what can the Golden State Warriors do to be more of a convincing title contender? Because as is, um, even with Andrew Wiggins, they're they're okay. Probably make it first or second round, but can the Warriors beat the Clippers next year? No matter what happens, it's assuming nothing that drastic changes next year. No, they can't. Uh, the Warriors gave up a lot in their little mini rebuilding or whatever the fuck they were doing. Um, did they actually purposely lose a season? I don't think so. But did they purposely get all these scrub ass players to lose a season for them? And they were expecting to get at least one quote unquote rising star out of it, and they got that in Pascal. So it was win-win for them. So they didn't get the first round pick; they got the second, the the second pick of the first round. Excuse me. Um, that's great. They have been open in saying they would be willing to trade for that. Um, so I've heard there's like maybe around maximum around five possible trades. I'm only going to talk about a few of them. Bradley Beal, the Washington Wizards. Okay. Uh, why? Why? I'm being serious. Why? Is he on Curry and Thompson's level? No. How far has he gone in the playoffs? Like I don't know. The only reason I know him, he's on the Washington Wizards. But like, do I know him from any other team? I don't know. I don't do this fucking research. All I know is he's not worth a first round pick, even if that's the number two pick. So I heard the name Aaron Gordon thrown around, and I get it. I get it. He's young. Out of all these possible scenarios, he's his youngest at 24. Why? Why? Why do you need a player who's potentially built for the future? Today's NBA, we've all heard it before, is about winning right now. Nobody cares about 5, 10 years down the line. They want to talk about winning right now, this season. And there's nothing wrong with that. I personally think it should be a balance of both. Being a title contender and planning for the future. It should be both. Now, is that always the case? No, it's not. Um, so this one is ridiculous because I just don't see this. I don't see this happening. Um, Giannis. I mean, if they get him, great. If they get him, great, and that drastically increases their title contention. But how? How will that even work? So okay, I get it. He's gonna be a free agent, and Milwaukee's gonna throw so much fucking money at him. It's gonna be ridiculous. And I personally think the Bucks will not make it to the playoffs. No, not the playoffs. The NBA finals. I think they have a chance of making it to the conference finals, but I don't think they're gonna actually reach the NBA finals. I don't want to be too overzealous, but I think the Miami Heat are gonna expose the flaws in the current construction of the Milwaukee Bucks. Kind of a sidebar on this note. Chris Paul is gonna shock the world tonight because in this game 7, Chris Paul is gonna show why veteran experience matters more than your so-called confidence. Just saying. Just saying. We'll see. We'll see. Right? We'll see tonight. Okay. Mark my words. Mark my words. Though. Um, it's another sidebar. Excuse me. I'm sorry, but I just have to talk about this. The Boston Celtics are making some noise. I mean, 2-0 against the defending champions who they lost Kawhi, but they're confident. They believe, they know they can win now. You still need players. You still need players. You need your best player to not step out of bounds on the most important play of the game. Well, am I wrong? Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Okay, so yeah, if the Warriors got Giannis, that would be great. Um, he wouldn't have to work on his 3 point shooting, obviously, to be a member of the Warriors, but like, it's nice to have that option. And I don't exactly know what's going on with Draymond. Um, Supposedly, they don't want him to play on the perimeter anymore. And the I remember a time, I wasn't a huge fan back then, but I remember a time where Draymond Green was called Draymond Green, and where did that Draymond Green go? Where did Draymond Green go? I keep messing up that. That's interesting. But anyway, like, okay, Giannis would help with defense a decent amount. He's an interior finisher. He could dominate the paint. Okay. Um, I wouldn't mind seeing that trade. I don't think it's gonna happen, but in terms of being a fan of Steph Curry and not necessarily a fan of the Golden State Warriors, I don't care how many records Klay Thompson has. Steph Curry is more consistent. He shows up more in key moments, and Klay Thompson he's becoming more consistent, but he's still kind of he's blowing up in certain games, and he's not doing it like I don't want to say superstar level, but like, he's not, for lack of a better term, consistent enough. He just goes off, he explodes, and that's great because that will help you win certain games. But how many of these records has he broken during the regular season versus during the playoffs? If you get to the playoffs, the only thing that matters are the playoffs. Um, doesn't matter what happened during the regular season. When you get to the playoffs and you have your seed, your ranking, that's the only thing that matters. Now, this is a trade I want to see. This is a trade I want to see. I want to see, which I'm also kind of skeptical about, but because the 76ers have expressed interest that they want to keep Joel Embiid and possibly trade Ben Simmons for a complement to Embiid. So basically, the entire offense would be running through Embiid, but you need an orchestrator. You need the choir needs a leader. Let me put it that way. A lead singer they need, and is Joel Embiid that player? Is he talented enough to be? And assuming he's not injured, yes, yes he is. You can vouch that Joel Embiid has a capability, if not already shown, he can be a superstar. Um, has he shown that consistently? I can't mention this enough. Consistency, consistency, consistency. Um, I would love to see Joel Embiid on the Warriors. I would love it. I would relish it. I would love it. I mean, you got like a superstar defender. He can score and finish. At the same time, the three is an option again, just like it would be with Giannis. And going to a Warriors team with the backcourt of Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, they're gonna help a player with their 3 point shooting. Like, just by joining the Warriors, your 3 point shooting ability goes that much higher. I mean, you're playing with some of the best shooters in the world, in the history of the NBA. But I mean, if I had to choose between Aaron Gordon and Bradley Beal, I mean that's a hard one, but I'm partial to Aaron Gordon. Believe it or not, not that any Orlando Magic players should be even in the conversation, but Aaron Gordon, Aaron Gordon can play. He can play. He can play. Um, I'm just not a huge Bradley Beal fan. I think that whole thing with him and John Wall was just weird. Um, I'm not saying he's a bad teammate, but it was just weird. It was just weird. Um, so yeah, Giannis or Embiid, probably neither one are probably gonna happen. But realistically, what number two player could the Warriors get with this pick? Realistically, I mean, yeah, they can get a player they can trade for. They could even trade the pick. But is this realistic though? And I'm not sure it is. So someone just knocking on my door right now. So I'm gonna end this video. One of the perks of being here. By here, you know what I mean. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later.